Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala khatimal anbiya'i wal mursalin Muhammadin sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, as I said before to the brothers, if we can't finish this, I plan to finish within half an hour because I also do not want to rush because it's quite an important topic about the evils of the tongue. We have covered so far about the things, evils of the tongue to Allah, yeah, and now we are going to talk about the evils of the tongue to the fellow believers. Okay, can everybody turn to surah number, we are talking about backbiting now, surah number 49, verse number 12, where's the Quran?
It's okay.
49 Hujurat, verse number 12, talking about backbiting. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Ya ayyuhalladzina amanu jtanibu katsiran minadh dhanni inna ba'dadh dhanni itsm wa la tajassasu wa la yaghtab ba'dukum ba'dha ayuhibbu ahadukum an ya'kula lahma akhihi maitan fakarihtumuh wattaqullaha innallaha tawwabur rahim. Oh, you who believe, avoid most of suspicion, for surely suspicion in some cases is a sin, and do not spy or let some of you backbite others. Does one of you like to eat the flesh of his dead brother? But you abhor it, and be careful of your duty to Allah. Surely Allah is often returning to mercy, merciful. Yeah, in surah number 14 and verse number 12. As I've explained to you before, the differences between these three, backbiting means if you say something about a person which is true, he did it but he wouldn't like it. Yeah, when you hear it, it's backbiting. If you say something which he did not do, that is slander. If you hear from somebody else, it's called tale telling. Okay?
Is it, I think I read, is it true that you're allowed to speak about, say, people in power, politicians and stuff like that? You're not backbite about them?
No.
Someone who's in power?
No.
No?
No. I've never come across anyway. But if you come across, get the hadith properly.
So you couldn't say to someone that only because she can vote for George Bush because he...
The thing about this, okay, this is, well, specifically goes for Muslims. Yeah, but of course, if non-Muslims, you try not to do it. But this thing is specifically for Muslims. Yeah.
But that wouldn't make sense, though. For example, you're in a workplace.
Yes.
You have non-Muslims.
Yes.
And then you start backbiting about the other people.
No, this is, but yeah, but this law, that's why I said is for non-Muslims. Yeah, we should try not to do it. But the punishment and for all this is for Muslims against more Muslim because of the brotherhood that is destroyed because of this. Yeah. Now, evidence from the hadith is from a hadith narrated by Abu Dawud. One of the greatest of the major sins is to stretch out one's tongue without right against the honor of a Muslim. Yeah, and in another example talking about backbiting is from Aisha. Yeah, Aisha relates that she said to the Prophet Muhammad SAW, "It should tell you enough about Safiya that she is short." Okay, so Aisha was saying this girl called Safiya is short. To this, Prophet replied, "You have said a word that if it was to be mixed with the water of the sea, it would contaminate it." Which means just to say the person is short, yeah, that means you know how much the sea water is to be contaminated, but because of the just the description of the person, it is quite serious. Yeah, because no matter how much vast the sea is, by saying this, it will contaminate the sea. Okay, this is from a hadith. Another of these example was also, I remember this story about one of the person who was stoned to death because of adultery. As you know, Allah is the one who had this punishment for this person, and whatever the circumstances he died, inshallah he will be swimming in paradise because he submit to Allah's punishment. Yeah. However, two of the person was seen backbiting about this person, saying that, oh, this person is like this. On hearing this, the Prophet Muhammad said, Where are those two people? Get down and eat from the flesh of this donkey. Prophet of Allah, who would eat this? And he said, what the two of you have recently done was by defaming the honor of your brother is far worse than eating from this, from Abu Dawud. Yeah? So it shows clearly about the punishment and how serious backbiting is. Even all of us, you, me, everybody, are all involved in this every day. Every day we are talking about other people. Yeah, so we have to be careful. Yeah, in saying by Al-Hasan al-Basri, which was one of the most notable of the companions, the Tabi'in, was it? One of the people after Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I swear by Allah, backbiting is swifter in consuming the religion of a Muslim than a gangrenous infection is in consuming the human body. Yeah, and another narration by Sufyan bin Uyaynah said that backbiting is worse than a debt. A debt can be paid out, but backbiting cannot. Okay, so some causes of backbiting which we know. Okay, some people would do backbiting because of anger. Isn't it true? Because you're angry with what person has done to you, that's why the person backbite. Okay, how to overcome this? Okay, in a hadith, because of suppression of anger is very much recommended. Prophet Muhammad said, whoever suppresses his anger while in a position to enforce it, Allah will call him at the head of the creation until he chooses for him from the Hurain, or the special woman in Jannah, for him to marry from them as he pleases, which means the reward is tremendous for people who can control your anger. Okay, and the next one is, why do you backbite? Is because of you like to make fun of others sarcastically, and it is one of the things people do. Yeah, but again, there is a lot of difference between people who do it jokingly or people who do it really in a vicious way. And some people like us, we always like to joke about one another. It is not really the case, but some people are really doing it out of spite. Yeah. At this, turn to Surah number 49 again, verse number 11. 49, verse number 11, which means, in this surah, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la taskhar qawmun min qawmin asa an yakunu khayran minhum. Okay, which means, Asa an yakunu khayran minhum. Okay, which means, oh you who believe, let not a group scoff at another group. It may be that the latter are better than the former. Okay, so never say anything bad about other people, because other people might be better than you. Okay, it's from Allah. Yeah. Another reason why people backbite is that to make other people laugh. Okay, because you think it's such a joke to talk about other people. He's short, he's this, he's that. Okay. Now, in the hadith of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he said clearly, woe to the one who speaks and lies to make people laugh. Woe to him, woe to him. From Ahmad, Abu Dawud, and others. Okay. Another reason why people backbite is because of envy. Because a person is envious of a person in a higher position, you talk bad about other people. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said in the hadith, faith and envy cannot exist together in the heart of the slave. From Imam Ahmad. Yeah. Another reason was people backbite because it's too much time, isn't it? To play around, to talk about other people. That's why a lot of people backbite. From this, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, two blessings are misused by people: good health and spare time to do good. So in a sense that if you have spare time, don't talk about people, but try to do other things that are good, like reading the Quran, or advise one another on things that are good, inshallah. Okay? In one aspect of backbiting that people think that this is not backbiting. Okay, I'm trying to highlight, but what are the aspects that people think that it is not backbiting, but it is? First is by saying that I am prepared to say this in front of him. Isn't it true? Some of us are saying this to other people. I'm not backbiting. He knows anyway. I'm prepared to say this in front of him. Yeah. So this is no proof from Sharia that this prepared for backbiting, prepared talk in front of him means it is not backbiting. It is backbiting. Okay.